Today, we're going to look at a learning community called Write Your Way to Freedom. Now, a lot of online course creators are trying to add interaction and engagement and community into a pre-existing course, usually by adding on another tool or another site or a Facebook group to do that. And that's really detrimental because you're splitting the focus between two different places. You're causing a lot of friction. It's really bad for user engagement, and the user experience really suffers. So this community is an excellent example of a place that has live coaching, it has a self-paced online course, and it has a community section. So these students are engaged throughout an entire year. They're consuming course content and lessons that they need when they need them. They're jumping on live coaching calls and work sessions to get work done, and they're able to interact with all of the other students who are on this shared journey. And they're even able to be separated from students that maybe don't have access to the things they have access to because they've upgraded to a mastermind or some type of private group, and they're receiving additional access to the experts and getting more value out of the community. So Circle allows us to do all of those things really easily, really seamlessly from a user's perspective as well as an admin's perspective. So I'm just going to run through a few areas and just show the power and the simplicity of how you would run $1 million a year coaching consulting course business like this on Circle. So first, we're going to start at the beginning. So we're going to start with the start here. And this is where all new students will arrive. So as soon as people pay, they sign up and they immediately are dropped into the start here section. So we've got a nice video, and it's setting the tone and the expectations for what they need to do next. And what they need to do next is they need to go through the onboarding, because people are going to have a lot of questions about how does Circle work and where do I go for the course? How do I meet other people? How do I ask questions? How do I get help? All of that. And that's exactly what the onboarding does. So the onboarding is a great checklist. It's set up very simply. Step one, you watch these really short videos that answer all of the questions, give you links, make it nice and easy, and then you just move on to step 2 and step 3 and step 4 all the way to step 10. So one really interesting thing with this onboarding is that we built a badging system. So there's a lot of badges based on what year you joined the program, the different categories that represent your work and your work experience, your current niche, and how much money you've been able to earn so far inside of this program. And when you click these and submit it, it's actually going to trigger a Zap from Zapier to go in and immediately apply all of these badges that we've created inside of Circle and apply them to your profile. So just by completing this step, you've already triggered kind of a gamified feature, and now you're getting your profile more set up. People can learn more about you just by looking at your profile and see what badges you have. Next, we're just walking people through a community tour, and that's going to explain how this program specifically works and how it relates to Circle, so that you can get the most value from the live coaching and get your questions answered, use the search feature, all of those great things. So the whole point here of this onboarding is so that you're removing all confusion, all doubt, all questions. You're making sure that everyone has an ideal experience of getting up to speed as quickly as possible. So you can see how short these videos are. You can go through this whole onboarding in probably less than 10 minutes, and now you are fully engaged in the program and you know exactly what to do next. So one of the big things is about registering for these live coaching sessions. So down here, I can go to any of these coaching sessions. Let's say I just want to join a live Q&A. So I'll click on that. And these are all of the upcoming live Q&As. So I can RSVP for any of them, add it to my calendar, and I'm done. Okay, so let's keep going down the onboarding. Circle has a really powerful notification system. So when people DM you or tag you or comment on your post, you're going to get a notification. But you're also going to get notifications when other people create content. So if I'm in the general discussions area or the opportunities, I want to know when people are posting more content there. So it's going to send me an email, and I'll be able to see that and then come back into Circle. But if I don't want to have all those notifications and I want to turn all of that off, you can totally control that at a very granular level. So I can say, I only want to see notifications from these spaces, and otherwise don't notify me. And then just going through the basic community guidelines, making sure everyone knows what's acceptable, what is expected, and how you can be a great student here. Finally, we'll move into the introductions. So go and meet the other people, introduce yourself, and make connections. That's what community is about. That's what it's about, being on a shared journey with other people. And that's it. So you've done all of this, and the last step is to just claim a badge that shows that you have completed the onboarding. So the onboarding is a super important place to start. I'll give you a brief overview of some of these other areas inside the community. So here we've got these wonderful introductions where people are saying hi and meeting each other and leaving comments on people's posts. We've got an area for FAQs. So we try to just direct everyone here and really reduce the amount of support that we're getting, the support requests and effort that we have to do responding to individual people. The idea of Circle is to be able to leverage your time, leverage your content, and to be able to really just answer things once and work on creating content that can be reused and leveraged over and over again. So we've got our general discussion area, and that's where people come in and they just talk, they ask questions, they share updates. It's great. And we have opportunities. So what we realized was that people were sharing a lot of opportunities inside general discussion. So let's break that into its own space that is separate and very clear, very distinct, so we know exactly where we want to go if we're looking for opportunities or if we want to post opportunities. I showed you the live events, so it's very easy to create and schedule live events. It helps everyone be on the same page. It's adapted to their time zone. You can add it to the calendar, and you'll get an automatic reminder from Circle. So it actually really increases the amount of people that show up to your events and removes the amount of technical glitches and issues that people typically have trying to organize and schedule and coordinate with people from all over the world. And then finally, we've got an online course. So we've built an entire course here right into Circle. We've loaded all of the content. We've embedded videos, we've embedded workbooks and content. So that can come from it can come from YouTube or any other provider of videos. So we're using Vimeo here to embed our content. And then we can download PDFs as well. So this is a great way to attach handouts and other downloads directly into the content. So this one is coming from Google Drive. So it makes it very easy to manage all of your content and just link to it here inside of Circle. So that's it. We've got a course, we've got coaching, live events, we've got discussions and community area, and we've got the onboarding and the getting started area. So this is a really organized and clean way to run a program like this, and it makes it very easy for the students to find exactly what they're looking for. We've got the upcoming events right here, easily accessible, trending posts, and they'll get a weekly recap every week as an email from Circle that just shows what's going on, new posts with the most activity, and just keeps people really engaged. There's also a mobile app, which is great. You can live stream also from this community, and people will get notifications on the app whenever there's new content or people engage with them. So it helps to keep them engaged and keep them coming back even if they're not sitting at their desktop computer. All right, so I hope you found this quick tour interesting, and the way to see how to bring together a lot of these different elements that previously would require multiple apps and websites. Now bringing it all into one place with Circle is easy.